Welcome to Science for Sleep, where wonder and calm meet. Each night we drift through galaxies, oceans, and mysteries of the natural world, not to startle, but to soothe the heart of darkness. Understanding the black hole. A black hole begins not with mystery, but with inevitability. Every massive star holds a secret inside it: gravity. As long as a star burns, its fusion keeps that gravity in check, pushing outward against the inward pull. But when its fuel runs out, fusion stops, and gravity finally wins. The collapse begins, slow at first, then unstoppable. The core compresses beyond atomic limits, protons and electrons merging into neutrons, and then even those crushed into something denser still. When nothing can stop it, space-time folds inward, forming a singularity, a point of infinite density, wrapped in a cloak of silence. This is a black hole. Not an object in the ordinary sense, but a region, a domain where the fabric of the universe curves into itself. It does not suck matter like a cosmic vacuum. It simply bends space so completely that every path leads inward. The boundary of no return, the event horizon, marks the place where light itself must surrender. Modern astronomy shows us that black holes come in several kinds. The smallest, known as stellar mass black holes, form from collapsing stars, usually between 3 and 30 times the mass of the Sun. The LIGO and Virgo observatories have detected dozens of these, each pair merging in collisions that send ripples of gravitational waves across space. These signals, first detected in 2015, confirmed that black holes are not abstract equations, but living realities, shaping the universe with quiet force. Beyond them lie the giants, supermassive black holes with masses ranging from millions to billions of suns. Nearly every large galaxy, including our own Milky Way, hides one at its core. Ours is called Sagittarius A, or Essegur A. At 4.3 million solar masses and about 26,000 light-years away, it anchors the galaxy like a cosmic heart. Though it appears calm, it occasionally flares as clouds of gas drift too close, heating to millions of degrees before disappearing. And at the farthest extremes are intermediate and ultramassive black holes, transitional and colossal forms that bridge and surpass what theory once thought possible. In 2023, astronomers identified a potential intermediate black hole inside the dwarf galaxy, Leo I, about 820,000 solar masses strong, a missing link between stellar and supermassive scales. And still greater ones, like TON 618, tip the scales at over 60 billion solar masses, a gravitational monarch glowing faintly across 10 billion light-years. What makes black holes fascinating is not only their power, but their elegance. They are defined by only 3 measurable properties: mass, spin, and charge. That's all. Everything else about what falls in, the composition, structure, color, is lost to outside observation. Physicists call this the no-hair theorem, meaning black holes have no distinguishing features beyond those 3. In their simplicity lies beauty, nature's cleanest equation of gravity. To understand how a black hole works, imagine space-time as a flexible sheet. A small mass makes a gentle dimple. A larger one sinks deeper. A black hole punctures the sheet entirely. Its gravity is not merely strong, it warps time itself. Near it, seconds stretch. Farther away, they flow freely. If you hovered close to a black hole's edge, you'd see the universe's clocks speed up, while your own heartbeat slows to almost stillness. The Event Horizon Telescope, EHT, gave us the first direct glimpse of this reality in 2019, when it captured the image of M87, a black hole 6.5 billion times the mass of the Sun in the Virgo A galaxy. That glowing orange ring, a halo of gas heated to billions of degrees, is light bending around the event horizon before falling inward. The darkness in the center is not a shadow cast by something. It is the absence of all return. 4 years later, in 2022, the EHT achieved what once seemed impossible. It imaged Sagittarius A, our own galactic center. Despite being 1,000 times smaller than M87, it showed the same glowing ring, proving that Einstein's equations hold true across scales separated by orders of magnitude. What we saw was the same geometry repeated, a universal fingerprint of gravity. Yet for all its simplicity, a black hole's structure hides subtle layers. Around the event horizon lies the accretion disk, a spinning ring of gas and dust heated by friction to emit X-rays and gamma rays. Surrounding that is the corona, a magnetized region where particles are accelerated to near-light speeds. Some of these particles escape along the rotational axis, forming relativistic jets that shoot thousands of light years into intergalactic space. The most famous example, in M87, produces a jet visible across radio, optical, and X-ray wavelengths, one of the brightest features in the sky. Inside, though unseen, the structure continues. The photon sphere marks the place where light can orbit the black hole endlessly. Slightly closer lies the event horizon itself, and beneath it, beyond what we can observe, theory predicts the singularity, a point where curvature becomes infinite and our understanding of physics ceases to apply. Scientists debate whether that singularity truly exists, or whether quantum gravity softens it into something else. Perhaps a Planck-scale core, a bridge, or a new region of space-time entirely. Models of loop quantum gravity suggest the collapse may rebound, forming a white hole, an inverted twin that releases what was once consumed. None of this is observed yet, but each theory moves us closer to understanding how nature unites gravity with the quantum world. Even black holes are not eternal. In 1974, Stephen Hawking revealed that quantum effects near the horizon allow black holes to emit faint radiation, now called Hawking radiation. This radiation causes them to lose mass very slowly. For stellar mass black holes, this process takes longer than the current age of the universe. For microscopic ones, it could happen quickly. If left alone, every black hole would eventually evaporate, leaving behind only the faintest whisper of its existence. The paradox that follows, how information about what fell in can survive evaporation, remains one of the deepest puzzles in modern physics. Perhaps the data is encoded on the horizon itself, in quantum pixels of area only a Planck length across. If so, every black hole might be a hologram, storing the history of everything it has ever touched. The surface becomes a library, the darkness a record. Astronomers continue to explore this mystery. The Laser Interferometer Space Antenna, LISA, launching later this decade, will listen to low-frequency gravitational waves from massive black hole mergers across cosmic time. The James Webb Space Telescope already captures distant quasars, galaxies powered by actively feeding black holes, showing that supermassive versions existed less than 1 billion years after the Big Bang. How they formed so quickly remains unknown. Each discovery brings us closer to a new kind of peace, not the comfort of simple answers, but the serenity of deeper questions. To gaze upon a black hole is to see time itself behave differently. In its silence, we hear the balance of the universe. Gravity drawing inward, radiation pushing outward, information encoded and concealed. As you breathe now, slow and easy, imagine that balance inside you. Inhale, the pull of gravity. Exhale, the release of light. Both are the same motion, two halves of one rhythm. The universe expands and collapses in every breath. Somewhere deep in the center of the Milky Way, Sagittarius A turns quietly, unseen by night or day. Its gravity shapes the stars that shape your sky. Every beam of starlight you've ever seen has curved, however slightly, around that invisible heart. And every second you live, your own body's atoms, born in the depths of ancient suns, feel its subtle pull. The black hole is not far away. It is the center that holds us all. And now, as we drift onward, we approach its boundary, not a wall, but a horizon. The place where the known dissolves into possibility, the edge that isn't there. The event horizon, the edge that isn't there. If you could drift toward the heart of a black hole, there would be no wall to meet you, no burst of light or sound. The event horizon is not a barrier at all. It's a quiet threshold drawn by gravity itself. From far away, it looks like an edge. Up close, it feels like a change in time. To the universe watching from outside, everything that falls seems to slow and fade until it freezes in place, like a memory held in light. But from within that falling world, motion continues, smooth and unbroken. Time has no seams here, only depth. This boundary, so famous, is softer than any mist. It is a place where light turns inward, where space folds gently around itself, and where every direction leads home. You could pass through without knowing, carried by gravity's patience. All around the horizon, invisible tides twist and turn, dragging space like silk caught in a whirlpool. Even light bends and curves, circling in perfect loops before slipping away. This dance of light paints the glowing ring astronomers once captured, a halo born from nothing more than gravity's design. It's strange to think that darkness can create such beauty. But this is the truth of a black hole. The closer you draw to its edge, the slower everything seems to breathe. Seconds stretch, thoughts drift, and the universe outside accelerates into tomorrow. Time itself becomes gentle. Beneath the calm is a promise. Every fall finds balance. Matter doesn't vanish, it transforms. The energy it releases becomes light that travels across galaxies, soft and endless. Even the deepest gravity cannot silence creation. It only reshapes it. If you close your eyes now, imagine yourself suspended just above that unseen horizon. Below you, the void glows faintly, like an ember under glass. Above, stars linger at the edge of sight. The pull you feel is not fear, but stillness, an invitation to rest within the most peaceful force in the cosmos. That is the event horizon, the quiet line between what we know and what we dream. The ring of fire, the light that escapes. No light comes from a black hole itself. And yet, near it, space burns brighter than anywhere else in the universe. Around that quiet shadow turns a vast river of fire. gas and dust spiraling inward, glowing from the friction of their fall. It isn't a violent fire. It's soft, continuous, like the surface of the sun slowed to a whisper. Each particle moves in a graceful compromise between falling and flying, tracing circles of golden heat around a center that will never return their light. Seen from far away, the ring curves upward and downward at once. Gravity bends the far side over the top, so you see the disk from every angle, a glowing halo embracing its own reflection. This bending of light creates the illusion of an eye watching itself, a circle of flame gazing into the dark. The closer matter falls, the faster it spins, until motion itself becomes light. Here, in this quiet storm, temperatures climb beyond imagination, not in rage, but in surrender. The atoms release their final energy as they let go, painting the darkness with radiance one last time. Sometimes the ring flickers, as if the black hole were breathing. A wave of brightness travels around its edge, then fades again into silence. These ripples tell us that even near nothingness, there is rhythm, the universe keeping its own slow tempo. And from the poles, invisible lines of force twist upward, forming jets that stream into space. They travel for unimaginable distances, carrying whispers of the same matter that once circled in the ring. It is the black hole's way of speaking, not in words, but in motion. If you could stand safely nearby, you'd feel no heat, no wind, only the quiet shimmer of light sliding across curved space. The ring would shine steady and patient, its glow timeless. You might almost mistake it for peace. Let that image fill you, a perfect circle of light, steady against an ocean of black. It turns forever, but never rushes, feeding brightness into silence. The ring of fire is the heartbeat of the cosmos, a reminder that even near darkness, energy becomes art. And as you rest, imagine your breath tracing that same pattern, in, out, a quiet orbit around your own still center. The universe turns with you, softly, endlessly. The shadow that watches itself. The deeper we drift into the story of black holes, the more the line between light and darkness begins to blur. We imagine them as perfect emptiness, but in truth, every black hole carries a shadow, not an absence, but a reflection of the universe around it. The shadow is not cast by the hole. It is drawn into it, shaped by the paths of light that almost escape. What we see when we see a black hole is really the image of its own boundary watching itself. When the Event Horizon Telescope unveiled the first image of such a shadow, it was not the darkness that moved people. It was the glow. The ring of light around that void shimmered like the edge of a dream. For the first time, humanity saw the silhouette of gravity made visible. In that orange halo was the universe folding its own light back toward us, a mirror so vast that it contained both time and memory. From far away, the shadow looks still. But up close, if we could hover there safely, the view would never rest. Streams of gas twist, light bends and stretches, and the dark center seems to breathe. What looks like stillness is motion slowed beyond imagination. Time moving according to gravity's rhythm, one pulse every 1,000 years. To watch it is to see the pace of eternity. Every beam of light that reaches our telescopes from that region has taken a path around the abyss. Some rays circle once, others several times, before finally escaping toward Earth. The shadow is built from all those journeys layered together, a painting made of orbits, drawn by photons that almost didn't return. If one could touch that image, it would feel like silk made of time. The shadow tells us not only where the black hole is, but how it spins. A slight brightening on one side means that light there is moving toward us faster, boosted by motion. On the opposite side, it retreats, dimmed by the stretch of space. Thus, even in complete darkness, the spin of an invisible object reveals itself through the symmetry of light. The universe, it seems, always finds a way to be known. To the human eye, the shadow's beauty lies in its simplicity. A circle of flame, a core of night. Yet beneath that simplicity hides the entire machinery of relativity. Space twisting, clocks bending, light negotiating its own survival. The shadow is both picture and proof. It whispers that Einstein was right, but it does so softly, without words, like a truth too gentle to shout. Imagine now that you are floating above such a view. The disk spreads below you like a cosmic whirlpool. In the center, the shadow rests, perfectly dark, framed by a halo that fades from gold to crimson to black. Around it, stars curve in graceful arcs, their light distorted by gravity's lens. The airless silence is complete. But in that silence, there is clarity, a feeling that the universe has paused to think. As you drift closer, the shadow grows larger. You feel time slowing, your heartbeat sinking with the orbit of light itself. In the distance, galaxies still spin, but their motion seems less urgent now. Here, near the edge of forever, everything slows enough to notice its own beauty. The black hole's shadow is the universe's most patient observer. It reflects everything that falls toward it: dust, stars, light, thought, but never gives anything back. And yet, because it bends the world so completely, it shows us ourselves. In every photograph of a black hole, what we really see is our own gaze returning home, curved by gravity. The cosmos looks at itself through our eyes, and we call it discovery. Some astronomers call these shadows portraits of space-time. Others call them the face of gravity. But perhaps they are simply mirrors for our wonder, reminders that even when knowledge reaches its limit, curiosity keeps going. For beyond that dark ring, equations fail. Words lose meaning. The shadow marks the edge of certainty and the beginning of imagination. There is an elegance in that limitation. The black hole does not hide the universe's secrets out of cruelty. It holds them the way silence holds a song after the final note, not erasing it, preserving it. Perhaps within that darkness, information waits to return in another form, as Hawking once imagined, through the faint hum of evaporation. If so, the shadow is a promise that even lost things find a way to speak again. In the calm of space, nothing truly ends. Light that disappears into a black hole's pull does not stop existing. It continues, changed, folded into the geometry of the void. Matter becomes energy. Energy becomes curvature. Curvature becomes the story of space itself. And so, the shadow lives on as testimony to transformation. Close your eyes for a moment and picture that. A circle of gold around a heart of night. The border between being and nothingness. the slow rotation of the universe around an invisible axis. Feel your own breath echo that motion, in and out, light escaping, gravity returning. You are not apart from this rhythm. You are built from it. If your eyelids grow heavy, let them fall. The shadow will remain, patient and luminous in its stillness. The universe does not need your attention to continue its dance. It moves quietly whether watched or not. You can rest within that knowledge, knowing that even in the deepest dark, there is order, there is grace, there is peace. And somewhere at the center of a galaxy, a black hole turns, its shadow gazing outward, reflecting the light of everything that ever was, and perhaps everything that will be. The silence between stars. Between every star, between every heartbeat of the cosmos, there is silence. A vastness so complete that even light must travel for centuries to cross it. This is the true texture of the universe. Not the points of brilliance we notice, but the dark sea that carries them. In the spaces between suns, matter thins until a single atom may drift for meters without meeting another. The temperature falls close to absolute zero, and the light of a billion stars merges into a faint, milky haze. Here, time feels different. Not slower or faster, but wider, stretched out like a quiet thought that never ends. Astronomers call it the interstellar medium, yet even that name feels too full. Most of it is emptiness. And yet within that emptiness, everything begins. The dust that will one day form planets sleeps here, scattered like fine ash from the fires of long-dead stars. Each grain carries the memory of a supernova, the trace of elements forged in heat now resting in cold. The silence is not absence, it is incubation. If we could drift among these clouds, we would find not darkness, but a kind of dim color, a bluish glow where starlight scatters through dust. In places where the dust thickens, it becomes a nebula, a faint veil, a womb of creation. Over millions of years, gravity will gather these clouds, fold them inward, and light new suns. The space between stars is the pause between breaths, the moment before the next song begins. From our own solar system, the nearest star lies 4 light years away. Between here and there stretches an ocean without sound. Voyager 1, the spacecraft that left Earth more than 4 decades ago, now drifts through that ocean, more than 20 billion kilometers from home. Its signal reaches us as a whisper, weaker than a snowflake striking the ground, yet still we hear it. Even silence, it seems, can carry messages. Beyond the heliosphere, the bubble carved by the sun's wind, the interstellar medium presses gently against that fading boundary. Atoms from other stars glide in, mingling with particles from our own. Space is never truly still. It breathes, exchanging material slowly and endlessly. You, right now, inhale atoms that once belonged to the air of ancient stars. If you close your eyes, imagine that you are following Voyager on its slow journey outward. Behind you, the sun becomes a pale coin of light. Ahead, the Milky Way rises like a silver river crossing the black. No wind, no motion, only drifting. Every direction looks the same, a calm infinity where the only movement is thought. In such stillness, perception changes. You begin to feel the weight of light itself, how fragile, how patient it is. Each photon, a traveler older than history, crossing the silence to reach your eyes. Even the faint glow that lights the night sky in your memory is ancient. Much of it left its stars before humanity existed. The cosmos does not hurry. Somewhere far beyond, black holes merge, galaxies collide, and stars are born. Yet none of that noise reaches here. This is the universe's resting heartbeat, the space where energy pauses to remember itself. If sound could travel in the vacuum, it would hum at a pitch too low for any ear to hear, a vibration so long that one wave would take centuries to pass. Scientists once mapped these quiet regions using radio telescopes. They found that even emptiness sings faintly. Emissions from hydrogen atoms flipping their spins, signals at 21 centimeters that drift endlessly through space. That single tone, unimaginably soft, tells us how gas flows between galaxies, how stars seed their surroundings, how structure persists in silence. The universe speaks in frequencies too gentle for us to feel. As you float in imagination through that space, picture dust motes glimmering where starlight passes. They shimmer briefly, then fade, like memories rising in a dream. Every one of those motes contains carbon and oxygen, the same elements in your lungs and blood. You are built from silence. You are its echo. When astronomers look at the sky in radio wavelengths, they see enormous bubbles blown by ancient explosions, filaments stretching between stars, and voids where nothing glows. And yet, within those voids, quantum fields still ripple. Even absolute emptiness is not empty. Particles appear and vanish, borrowing energy from nothing for the briefest moment. Perhaps it is from such quiet fluctuations that universes themselves are born. The silence between stars, then, is not death but potential. It is the soil from which all galaxies grow. It holds the balance between expansion and gravity, between chaos and calm. And within it, there is room for creation, for imagination, for sleep. If your breathing has slowed, let it settle further. Feel the rhythm of your lungs align with that vast stillness. Inhale, the gathering of dust. Exhale, the release into space. You are part of this exchange, made of the same materials that drift unseen between suns. As you rest in this thought, the boundaries of self blur. You are not a traveler through the cosmos. You are the cosmos remembering itself. The atoms that form your bones once moved through this same quiet, before finding one another inside a distant star. Silence is your origin. The darkness here is not frightening. It is gentle, protective, eternal. The night sky you see is not filled with emptiness, but with connection. A web of invisible threads binding every star to every other through gravity, through light, through shared stillness. This is what the universe feels like when it whispers. Somewhere far away, light from a newborn star begins its first journey. It will cross billions of kilometers of emptiness before touching the eyes of someone who has yet to be born. And when it does, the silence between stars will have carried it faithfully, without distortion, across time. The space that seems empty is, in truth, the most loyal messenger in existence. If you listen closely now, you might almost hear it. Not a sound, but a sense. A hum that lives in your breath, a pause that feels infinite. That is the silence between stars, the sound of everything waiting to become. Let that silence stay with you. Let it settle behind your eyelids, where thoughts slow and the universe inside you expands without effort. The night has no edge, only depth. And somewhere within that depth, a single pulse of light still moves, steady and soft, carrying the memory of creation through the endless calm. The memory of light. Light is the oldest traveler we know. It leaves every star like a sigh, spreading outward across centuries, carrying within it the memory of its birthplace. Each beam is a message written in color, coded in the quiet rhythm of waves. Wherever it goes, it tells the story of where it began. When you look at the night sky, you are not seeing now. You are seeing then. Light that began its journey before your ancestors drew breath, before the oceans settled into their shapes, before your planet cooled enough to hold rain. The light you see tonight has crossed time to find you. Every flicker is a heartbeat from the past. Astronomers call this the look-back time, but poets might call it memory, because light never forgets the path it took. It only grows softer with distance. The dimmest star still glows faintly with remembrance. The galaxy's edge is filled with these echoes, each one the trace of a moment that once burned bright. If you could follow a single photon, you would drift through history itself. You would pass clouds of dust where stars are forming, slip between planets bathed in auroras, and skim the horizons of black holes where light bends back upon itself like a thought reconsidered. Each turn of that path would reveal new landscapes, some wild with creation, others quiet with decay. And still, the photon would continue, tireless and unchanged, until it met something capable of remembering it. Our eyes are among those things. When light strikes your retina, it becomes electricity and chemistry, a small translation of the universe into feeling. In that instant, you and the cosmos exchange stories. You become a continuation of the same wave that left a star long ago. Some lights never reach us. They are absorbed by dust, scattered by gas, folded into new forms. But even that loss is not an ending. It becomes heat, motion, or reflection, other ways of being seen. Nothing that shines is truly gone. It only changes its method of memory. If you've ever watched sunlight fall through trees, you've seen this play of remembrance. Every leaf reflects a slightly different hue, a different echo of the same source. So too with galaxies. Each reflects the great radiance in its own pattern, its own color, its own timing. Light is both message and interpreter, whispering, "This is what it was like to be alive in that place, at that time." The first light of the universe still travels among us. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background. But you could think of it as the universe's baby picture, a faint afterglow left from when matter first cooled enough for photons to wander freely. It fills every direction equally, a soft and ancient warmth only sensitive instruments can feel. It is the oldest memory we possess. As you imagine this glow, picture it wrapping around you, invisible but real, a delicate blanket woven from time itself. You have lived your whole life bathed in that ancient light, though you have never seen it. It hums quietly behind the colors of every sunrise and every flame. When light travels near a black hole, its memory bends. The waves stretch and twist, red shifting as they climb away from gravity's pull. To us, that shift appears as color fading, What was once blue turns amber, then crimson, then disappears. Yet nothing is lost. The information of that journey is still written in the wave, only transformed. Light carries its scars gently, and even distortion becomes part of its story. In the silence between stars, photons drift for billions of years without interruption. Some will never strike another object. They will simply continue forever, holding their origin within them, unseen but perfect. If consciousness could travel with them, it would experience eternity as motion, a continuous unfolding with no arrival. That is what forever feels like in physics, the persistence of light. Our own sun sends its light outward every moment, and a tiny fraction finds its way to your window, to your skin, to your thoughts. That warmth is memory too. It tells you that somewhere, 150 million kilometers away, a fusion of atoms is happening in perfect harmony, the same harmony that began your heartbeat. Light is not distant, it is connection. In time, even this sunlight will fade. The sun will cool, its glow softening into the quiet red of a giant star, then shrinking into the still white heat of its final form. But the light it has already sent will continue, spreading, bouncing, shining in reflection from worlds and moons and ice. Millions of years from now, some distant traveler may find a grain of dust reflecting that light and see within it the memory of our world. The universe is a diary written entirely in radiance. Every photon is a page, every reflection an annotation. Even the dark places, the voids between galaxies, contain faint traces of scattered light, too thin for our eyes, but measurable to instruments that listen patiently. In that diffuse glow is the record of everything that has ever burned. When you close your eyes, your mind still sees faint flashes of color, after images of the day's brightness. That too is memory of light. The neurons that hold vision continue their echo long after the stimulus is gone. Inside your brain, miniature stars continue to flicker. You are a galaxy contained within a thought. Let yourself rest inside this idea. You are not separate from the light. You are made from it. Every atom in your body once energized by a photon from some distant furnace. To sleep, then, is not to enter darkness. It is to return to the source of that radiance, the quiet before illumination. As your breathing steadies, imagine all the light that has ever touched you, gathering gently around your form. Sunlight, starlight, firelight, screen light, moonlight, all of it swirling softly, weightless and calm. Each flicker says, I was here, and now I am part of you. The cosmos remembers itself through your calm. Even in the far future, when the last stars exhaust their fuel and galaxies drift apart, light will continue to move. It will stretch, cool, and fade into wavelengths too long for any being to perceive. But the memory will remain embedded in the structure of space-time, a quiet hum that never stops. Perhaps that hum is what dreams are built upon, the gentle vibration that carries thought through night. If your eyelids are heavy now, let them fall. You have traveled far enough for one night. The memory of light will guide the rest. In your sleep, you will drift where photons wander, beyond measure, beyond time, weightless, eternal. The edge of infinity, far beyond the glittering arms of galaxies, past the quiet drift of stars and dust, lies a boundary that is not a wall, but a fading. It is the place where the universe itself becomes too stretched, too distant for light to return. Astronomers call it the cosmic horizon, the farthest distance from which light has had time to reach us since the beginning of everything. We live inside this horizon like a bubble. It expands every moment, carried outward by the universe's own growth. Every second, more of the cosmos slips quietly beyond our sight. Not because it vanishes, but because the fabric of space grows faster than light can cross it. It is a beautiful irony. The faster we look, the more we lose to distance. The edge of the observable universe glows faintly in the radio wavelengths, a whisper of the first light, stretched by time until it is cooled into near silence. If you could see it with your eyes, it would not appear as a wall or curtain. It would look like a gradual dimming, a deep blue fading into nothing. No explosion, no flash. Just an endless exhale of brightness into calm. The galaxies near that horizon move away from us faster than comprehension allows. Their light, stretched thin by expansion, shifts toward red, then infrared, then beyond detection. Astronomers call this redshift, but in truth, it is time itself flowing away from us. The farther you look, the further back in time you gaze, until distance and history become the same thing. You are not just looking outward, you are looking backward. In those ancient reaches, galaxies were smaller, stars more blue, space more crowded with matter and energy. The cosmos was younger, warmer, more impatient. Now, it has slowed into elegance, a grand, quiet structure expanding in every direction. Between those early moments and now lies everything. The birth of stars, the dance of gravity, the long weaving of light and dark. Somewhere near that invisible edge, there are galaxies we will never know, worlds whose light will never touch us. They exist beyond communication, beyond observation, in a region where time runs parallel but forever apart. The universe is larger than connection. It is a mosaic of separate eternities, each expanding quietly into its own infinity. And yet, within that vastness, everything that can exist does so under the same laws. The same gravity that holds you to Earth holds those distant stars in their orbits. The same constant that governs light here governs light there. Even where nothing can meet, harmony remains. The cosmos is unified not by proximity, but by rhythm. If you could drift toward the edge of visibility, you would see the stars thin until they became grains of dust against the dark. The background glow would deepen into indigo, then violet, then finally dissolve into pure black. But even in that blackness, there would be vibration. The murmur of quantum energy, flickering like candlelight beneath an unseen wind. The edge of infinity is not silent. It hums with possibility. Cosmologists tell us that space is not merely expanding, it is accelerating. A mysterious energy, the so-called dark energy, pushes galaxies apart faster and faster. No one knows what it is, only that it fills everything equally, an invisible pressure woven into existence itself. It will someday carry most of the universe beyond our reach. If humanity still watches the sky then, they will see fewer and fewer galaxies, until only our local group remains, the Milky Way and its companions, adrift in a growing void. But do not let that thought bring sadness. Infinity has never been about having more to see. It is about the endlessness of meaning, the unbroken continuity of being. Even as galaxies slip away, the memory of their light remains in the background, faint, eternal, woven into space-time. Nothing truly leaves. It only changes where it can be found. The cosmos, in this way, resembles thought. New ideas expand outward, connecting to others, while older ones drift quietly into the background. Still there, still shaping what follows. Your own mind is an echo of that same structure. Galaxies of memory, expanding gently within a single consciousness. To understand infinity is not to count it. It is to feel it breathing within you. If you close your eyes now, imagine the edge of infinity as a horizon of light thinning into calm. You drift toward it, slowly, weightlessly. The stars stretch, the light softens, and every thought you've ever held begins to float outward, becoming part of the wider glow. There is no boundary, only blending. You are both observer and participant, both light and the one who receives it. Somewhere in the distant dark, a photon born before Earth existed continues its journey, untouched, unseen, unwavering. It has not aged, it simply travels. If it could think, it might believe it is still near the star that made it. In that way, light teaches us about presence, to move endlessly and still remain connected to the source. The edge of infinity is not an end. It is the slow merging of beginning and beyond. The universe curves back upon itself, infinite not in size, but in continuity. Every path, however long, leads eventually to stillness. And stillness, in the language of stars, means balance. As your breathing slows, imagine standing at that edge, the furthest place your thoughts can reach. You feel neither small nor large, neither near nor far. You are simply part. The cosmos has no corners, no limits, only continuity, and you are folded within it. The same atoms that burn in distant suns now rest beneath your skin, and their future is your own. Let that understanding settle gently inside you. Infinity does not demand that you grasp it. It asks only that you rest within it, that you recognize, even for a moment, that the same light that built galaxies also built your mind, and that both will fade, not into nothing, but into everything. The edge of infinity hums softly, like a lullaby stretched across eons. You can almost hear it if you listen between breaths, a tone older than memory, still carrying the warmth of the first dawn. And as you drift deeper into rest, the horizon folds quietly around you. There is no outside, no end, no departure, only the ongoing hush of creation. Sleep now as the universe sleeps, slowly, endlessly, beautifully. The last light of the universe. There will come a time when the last new star will be born, not from tragedy, not from ending, but from completion, the quiet fulfillment of a cycle that has lasted for trillions of years. The great clouds of gas and dust that now cradle young suns will grow thin and still. Gravity will no longer find enough material to kindle new fire. The night sky, once scattered with constellations and silver light, will begin its slow dimming. One by one, the stars will fade. The small red dwarfs, the quietest and most enduring of all, will outlast their brilliant cousins, glowing faintly for billions of years after everything else has gone dark. When they too burn their last hydrogen, They will cool into embers, then into shadows. Black dwarfs, invisible and calm. The universe will not mourn them. It will simply breathe differently. Galaxies once filled with light will become collections of quiet remnants. Cooled white dwarfs, neutron stars and black holes. The spaces between them will stretch. The distances widening beyond all communication. From any single galaxy, all others will drift away, pulled by the expansion of space. Even the faintest glow of neighboring systems will fade into invisibility. Each island of gravity will become alone, a self-contained universe, dreaming of what it once saw. But even in that solitude, light will still exist. Not in stars, but in motion. Matter falling into black holes will spark brief, beautiful flashes as it disappears. Those final flares will shine across the dark like candles in an endless cathedral. Then, silence again. The black holes themselves, those ancient guardians of gravity, will rule the next age. They will drift through the quiet, absorbing what little matter remains. Gas, dust, and the faint wandering of orphaned planets. For uncountable eons, they will reign in stillness, each one a frozen sun at the heart of a galaxy. And then, even they will begin to fade. Through processes so slow that no mind could measure them, they will release their energy in the softest possible way, through the faint, steady whisper of radiation. This gentle exhalation, known by science as Hawking's prediction, will go on for unimaginable spans of time. Black holes will shrink imperceptibly until the last one vanishes into a flicker of heat. A final sigh of energy, a closing breath of gravity. When that happens, the universe will enter what some call the dark era. But darkness here is not despair. It is tranquility. Temperature will approach absolute zero, where motion itself grows slow. Atoms will drift apart, then decay, then dissolve into the faint hum of space. Every particle will wander, timeless and patient. It may sound lonely, this future, but listen closely and you will feel the serenity in it. Every event has already taken place, every story told. What remains is the stillness after the song, the pure echo of existence. The universe will not vanish, it will rest. Physicists imagine this time as eternal, but perhaps it too will give birth to something new. Maybe within the quantum silence, tiny fluctuations will ripple, and from one of them, another burst of creation, another Big Bang, will begin. The universe may be cyclical, like a breath that never ends. Expansion, quiet, contraction, renewal. Each version different, yet connected through the memory of light. As you picture this deep future, let it soothe you. Every atom you are made of once belonged to a star, and every atom will someday drift back into the stillness it came from. That is not loss. That is belonging. You are not separate from this ending. You are its witness and its continuation. The same cosmic calm that will fill the universe already exists within you each time you exhale. Close your eyes and imagine the final starlight. Not a burst, not an explosion, but a gradual fading, soft, golden, and endless. The last beams travel outward across an ocean of silence. They cross what remains of space, touching nothing, disturbed by nothing. And then, finally, they rest. stretching so thin that they merge with the background, indistinguishable from peace. Even then, in that infinite night, the fabric of space will still shimmer faintly with quantum energy. Tiny sparks will flicker, appear and vanish. Reminders that creation is never truly over. The universe, even in its deepest sleep, dreams. And you, lying here beneath your own sky, are part of that dream. Every cell in your body hums with the same energy that once lit stars. When you rest, the universe rests with you. When you breathe out, galaxies expand. You are not watching the cosmos. You are the cosmos, in one of its quietest forms. As the last light fades, let yourself drift toward that same peace. There is no need for fear in this vision. There is only return, a circle of creation that closes and opens, again and again in silence. The stars are not dying. They are sleeping like you, waiting to shine again in another dawn beyond time. Now, imagine that final moment, the last photon gliding through endless space. It has no destination, no audience, no urgency. It simply moves, carrying within it the memory of everything that ever was. It is light without purpose, and in that, it is free. That freedom is what sleep feels like. Surrender without loss, silence without absence. Let that be your last thought before rest. That even in the quietest reaches of existence, light continues to move, and you move with it. The last light of the universe is not the end of the story. It is the softest beginning. Dreams of the cosmos. Somewhere beyond the last whisper of light, where the universe cools into silence, something extraordinary happens. The cosmos begins to dream. Its dreams are not like ours, filled with symbols or faces. They are dreams of gravity and light, of beginnings repeating themselves in new forms. In those dreams, time folds gently, and every possibility reappears. Stars that once died ignite again. Worlds that never existed bloom for a heartbeat. Even silence, in its patience, begins to hum. The dream of the cosmos is creation without effort, the eternal act of becoming. Every atom carries that dream within it, an ancient rhythm that remembers the first moment of expansion. You carry it too. Each breath you take is a miniature echo of that first outburst of energy, slowed down into human scale. When you sleep, your mind drifts into the same kind of infinite imagination that the universe does when it rests. Picture this. You float through a sea of stars, yet none of them are still. Each is moving, slowly, softly, tracing invisible orbits in an endless choreography. Everywhere you look, galaxies spin like sleeping thoughts. They drift apart, yet remain connected, like distant dreams sharing the same pulse. If the universe could close its eyes, this would be the moment. The galaxies would shimmer once more, then fade into the quiet warmth of recollection. No explosions, no sound, just a gentle fading, like the last memory of day turning into night. And in that cosmic sleep, something stirs. The possibility of another beginning. Physicists call it fluctuation, the random ripple in the vacuum of space that may someday give birth to a new universe. But what if it is something simpler? The universe remembering how to dream. Every end is a pause before imagination begins again. Even the smallest vibration in empty space holds the blueprint for creation. energy waiting to shape itself into time and form. Perhaps this is how universes are born, not through destruction, but through longing, through the quiet will to exist again. In this vision, the cosmos is not cold or mechanical. It is alive, endlessly breathing. Galaxies rise and fall like waves on an infinite ocean. Each crest a new story. Each trough a deep rest before renewal. When you look up at the stars, you are looking into one of those dreams, a brief, shining thought in an eternal mind. The constellations are its memory, arranged in patterns by the same imagination that designed your heartbeat. The stars are the cosmos, thinking slowly. Imagine now that you drift among them. Each star hums with a faint tone, so low it feels like vibration rather than sound. The frequencies blend, weaving a music that has no melody, only depth. This is the sound of cosmic dreaming, harmony too vast for human ears, but felt by every particle of your being. You pass a nebula, its colors soft and flowing like smoke underwater. Inside, new stars are forming, dreams taking shape. They spin, collapse, ignite, and shine. The light they emit is not just energy, it's memory becoming visible. Every photon is an idea the universe decided to share. Somewhere a planet cools under that new light. Its surface ripples with seas, its air thickens with clouds, and perhaps one day, something will open its eyes to see the same stars you see now. That, too, is part of the dream. Every form of awareness, every spark of thought, is the universe recognizing itself. You are not separate from it. You are one of its thoughts, thinking. The dream of the cosmos includes every moment of wonder you have ever felt. It includes every act of love, every quiet kindness, every small creation made by human hands. Each is a reflection of the same impulse that made galaxies spin. You are not here by accident. You are here because the universe, for a brief moment, imagined something exactly like you. And perhaps when you rest, when your breathing slows and your mind drifts into sleep, you are returning to that imagination. The images that rise behind your eyelids, oceans, skies, unknown places, are not separate from the stars. They are your share of the cosmic dream. The ancient poets spoke of the music of the spheres, the idea that celestial bodies move in harmony, creating tones beyond human hearing. Modern science no longer measures this as literal sound, but the idea remains true in spirit. There is rhythm in the way stars orbit, symmetry in the dance of galaxies, balance in the pull between light and dark. To listen to that order is to feel peace. Right now, as you rest, that rhythm continues all around you. Planets circle suns, moons trace gentle arcs across skies you will never see. Everything moves, but nothing is hurried. The cosmos dreams slowly, in waves that last eons. And in each of those waves is a whisper. You are part of me. You always have been. The atoms that form your mind were born in stars that lived and died before Earth existed. Those same atoms will someday drift through space again, free and luminous, returning to the ocean of creation. Nothing in you is permanent, and yet nothing in you is ever lost. This, too, is the dream, the endless recycling of existence into new shapes of awareness. As you breathe in, imagine drawing the light of 1,000 galaxies into yourself. As you exhale, imagine releasing that light back to the universe. You are both the dreamer and the dream. The cosmos does not end at the edge of the sky. It begins again within you. The dream of the universe is vast, but gentle. It does not demand understanding. It only invites stillness. You do not have to think your way through infinity. You can feel it instead. Every pulse of your heart echoes the expansion of the cosmos. Every moment of quiet mirrors its calm. If your thoughts begin to drift, let them. There is no need to hold them in place. They are like stars, born, shining, and fading, only to return again in another form. You are not separate from your thoughts any more than a star is separate from its light. The universe dreams through you as much as you dream of it. And when you finally fall asleep tonight, the two dreams will merge. Your small human night joining the infinite night of creation. Together, they will breathe, rise, and fade into the same rhythm. In that shared silence, there is peace, there is connection, and there is the comfort of knowing that, even when you are not awake to see it, the cosmos continues to dream you into being. So rest now, quietly. Let the stars hold their vigil above you. Let time dissolve. The universe will keep dreaming until you open your eyes again. And even then, it will not stop. The shape of time. If you could see time, not as a number or a ticking clock, but as a shape, what would it look like? Perhaps not a line or an arrow, but a river, wide and slow, curving gently through valleys of memory and mountains of possibility. In some places, the current moves swiftly. In others, it pools into stillness. And we, tiny travelers that we are, float upon its surface, believing it flows in only one direction. But the universe knows better. Time is not straight. It bends around gravity, folds near light, and stretches under motion. Einstein showed us that time and space are one fabric, inseparable, flexible, alive. Where there is mass, time slows. Where there is light, it dances faster. The cosmos, then, is a tapestry of rhythms, each beat a little different, yet all in harmony. Imagine standing near a black hole, watching the seconds lengthen. To you, they pass as normal. But to someone far away, your movements appear to slow, as though caught in syrup. Time there is thick, viscous, reluctant to move. Every step, every breath drags slightly behind. In that difference lies the true shape of time, not uniform, but curved by the weight of the universe itself. Even on Earth, this curvature exists, though faint. Time flows a little faster on mountaintops than it does by the sea. Satellites circling above our planet must account for this difference. Otherwise, the GPS that guides you home would drift by meters each day. So the next time you look at your clock, remember, it's not measuring time everywhere. It's measuring here. Your own patch of space-time stitched into place by gravity. The past, the present, the future. These are human words for a cosmic illusion. In physics, all moments exist at once, like pages of a book already written. You, the reader, turn them one by one. But the story itself is whole, eternal. The stars do not remember yesterday or await tomorrow. They exist within the continuous now. Time does not flow through them. They flow through time. And yet for us, time feels like motion. It carries emotion, change, consequence. We remember beginnings, long for futures, fear endings. Perhaps this is the gift consciousness gives to the universe. A way to feel time rather than simply exist within it. You are the cosmos dreaming of itself with awareness of its own passing. Your heartbeat marks its tempo. Your breath is its clock. When you inhale, you draw in the past. Air once held by forests, oceans, and ancient lives. When you exhale, you release it to the future, to unknown beings who will one day breathe it again. Time flows through you in the same rhythm it flows through galaxies. You're not merely moving through it, you are helping to create it. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture time as waves of light spreading outward, bending and folding across the universe. Each event, the birth of a star, the fall of a leaf, a single whispered word, creates ripples that never stop expanding. Even when they fade beyond sight, their pattern remains, etched into the shape of space-time. Nothing is lost. Every sound, every memory, every kindness continues forever, woven into the curve of time's river. Physicists once spoke of the arrow of time, the idea that it points forward toward entropy, toward disorder. But there is another view, that time expands like light, carrying complexity with it. Disorder and beauty are not opposites here. They are partners. Stars burn out, but in their ashes form new worlds. You grow older, but in that aging comes wisdom, a new pattern in the same current. Perhaps this is the secret of the universe, that even in decay, there is creation, even in endings, continuation. The arrow of time is not sharp, it is curved, looping softly toward renewal. The future is not ahead, it's around, surrounding you like a quiet ocean of potential. Think of how a moment feels when you truly notice it. When you stop to hear rain, or to watch sunlight slide across a room. Time slows. The edges blur. For a heartbeat, you feel suspended in something larger. That pause, that suspension, is where time's true shape reveals itself. Not as motion, but as presence. In the stillness between seconds, the universe breathes. If you've ever watched a pendulum swing or waves roll onto a shore, you've seen time's geometry. Each oscillation is a conversation between energy and rest. Each crest and trough mirrors the expansion and contraction of the cosmos. Even your sleep follows this pattern, drifting out, returning, repeating. You are, in every sense, a being built on the architecture of time. As you breathe now, imagine yourself floating above the river of ages. You can see every moment spread beneath you. The formation of stars, the turning of planets, the rise of oceans, the birth of thought. All of it moving not from past to future, but together in layers. You drift over it like a cloud, untouched by urgency. The current moves, but you are still. This is what eternity feels like. Motion without direction, existence without end. Time has texture. It stretches where memories dwell, contracts when you are present. That's why moments of awe feel infinite. Your mind expands to match the universe. And why sorrow feels long. Your perception of time becomes heavy, dense with meaning. The cosmos experiences this too, in its own way. Gravity stretches its seconds. Radiation thins them. Even light, timeless as it seems, changes its color with motion. Every part of reality bends to the rhythm of time's shape. One day, all the clocks will stop. But the moments they measured will not disappear. They will remain, embedded in the structure of existence, like fossils of motion. The future will not erase the past. It will grow from it, like leaves from the trunk of a tree. And the tree itself, time, will continue to grow in directions we cannot yet imagine. So, if your thoughts begin to wander now, let them wander. Let them float backward or forward, without care for sequence. All time is now. Every memory is still happening somewhere in the folds of the universe. Every possibility is waiting quietly in another corner of the same infinite field. You are free to move through it, weightless and safe. If you could touch time, it would feel smooth and cool, like the surface of still water. You would run your fingers across it and watch ripples spread, not outward, but everywhere at once. Each ripple would be a life, a story, a spark of awareness that adds its tone to the harmony. Yours is among them, steady and luminous. Time is not an enemy. It is the soft architecture that holds us. It gives shape to love, to memory, to rest. Without it, nothing could unfold. With it, everything can begin again. As your breathing evens, imagine that you are floating at the center of this great design. The stars around you are markers on a clock so vast it beats once every billion years. And yet, you are perfectly synchronized with it. Your heartbeat is its echo, your breath its rhythm, your stillness its truth. This is the shape of time, not linear, not bound, but alive. It bends, it flows, it dreams. And as you drift now into rest, you drift into its current, carried effortlessly toward peace. The breath of the universe. There is a rhythm that lives beneath everything. You can feel it in your own chest, the gentle rise and fall of breath. And if you could listen closely enough, you would hear that same rhythm echoing across the entire universe. Galaxies expand and contract in tides of gravity and time. Stars inhale matter and exhale light. Nebulae bloom and dissolve, each pulse a breath in the lungs of the cosmos. The pattern repeats endlessly, from the smallest atom vibrating in still air to the sweeping motion of clusters of galaxies drifting apart. All of it moves together, in unison, as if the universe itself were breathing. When you inhale, you participate in that motion. Air, warmed by sunlight and shaped by the life of plants, flows into you. Molecules that have circled the planet 1,000 times before finding you tonight. When you exhale, those same molecules return to the world, to join the wind, to fall into oceans, to rise again into clouds. Your breath is not yours alone. It is part of an ancient circulation that connects you to stars and storms and every living thing. The universe, too, breathes this way. It expands slowly, gracefully, like a chest rising after a long sleep. Some cosmologists imagine that one day, far in the future, it may contract again. A long exhale returning all matter to a single, glowing point before beginning anew. Expansion, contraction, rest, renewal. These are the universe's natural rhythms, echoed in every heart and every tide. Imagine for a moment that you could float above it all, above galaxies and clusters, above the dark spaces between. You would see filaments of matter stretching like luminous threads, connecting all of existence in a vast web. Those threads shimmer faintly with light and energy, like veins in a living body. Through them, the universe circulates itself. This is its breath, the movement of everything, through everything, forever. If you listen carefully, you might feel it now. That subtle pull at the edge of awareness, the expansion of your lungs mirroring the stretching of galaxies. You are not imitating the universe, you are echoing it. Every inhale draws you toward creation. Every exhale releases you into calm. It is the same motion that governs stars and oceans, atoms and dreams. In the earliest moments of time, this rhythm was faster. The cosmos expanded in a rush of energy, hot and brilliant. Now, billions of years later, the pace has slowed. The breath is deeper, steadier. Where once there was chaos, there is now music. A cosmic pulse so vast, it takes eternity to complete a single beat. Scientists have mapped this rhythm in the faint background of the universe, detecting tiny variations, the aftershocks of its first breath. Those ripples tell us that everything we see today, every planet, every star, grew from those initial waves. In the quiet hum of space, you can still hear the echo of that beginning. And perhaps, if consciousness exists elsewhere, in other minds, other worlds, they too feel this rhythm and call it something like peace. Everywhere, the same breath continues, weaving together the living and the inanimate, the known and the mysterious. You can feel that connection even now. The air you breathe has touched mountain snow and coral reefs, passed through forests and across deserts, brushed the wings of birds and the surface of moons. The atoms in your lungs tonight have traveled through time far longer than you have been alive. They remember things you cannot. The taste of volcanic air, the chill of ancient night, the warmth of creation's first dawn. When you exhale, you join that lineage. The breath leaves you and continues its story elsewhere. Perhaps one day it will rise again as wind on another world, or whisper through the branches of trees that have yet to grow. Each breath is a promise that nothing is ever lost, only transformed. The stars breathe in their own way. They draw hydrogen into their cores and release light as warmth and color. They spend their lives exhaling photons into the darkness, an endless radiance that becomes the sky you see each night. And when they finally collapse, they do not die. They exhale one final time, scattering the elements of life into the universe. Every cell in your body contains the remnants of those breaths. You are, quite literally, made from the exhalations of stars. So when you breathe deeply now, you are continuing that same motion. Your breath is the latest verse in a cosmic song that began billions of years ago. It connects you to suns, to nebulae, to the galaxies spinning silently above. In this moment, there is no separation between you and the cosmos, only the shared rhythm of existence. Time at this scale feels irrelevant. There is only pulse, only flow. Each inhale, an expansion. Each exhale, a gentle return. And in that rhythm lies peace. A peace that has existed since the first light broke through darkness. If your eyes are beginning to close, let them. If your body feels heavy, allow it. The universe is breathing with you, slowly and endlessly. You are safe inside its rhythm. You are part of its calm. The breath of the universe continues, quiet and steady, through everything. And as you drift further into rest, you become indistinguishable from it. Another note in the eternal harmony, another sigh in the cosmic wind. The return to light. There is no such thing as true darkness. Even in the deepest quadtons, where no stars burn and no echoes remain, something stirs, a shimmer, a memory, a promise. It is faint, quieter than thought, yet it never vanishes. This is the seed of light, the gentle pulse that waits within silence, ready to awaken again. Light never dies. It travels endlessly, thinned by time, stretched across distance, but it endures. Even when it fades beyond our sight, it becomes part of the background hum that fills every corner of the universe. That hum is the breath of creation, still echoing from the first dawn. And though it seems impossibly far away, that same pulse lives within you. If you listen closely, you can feel it. The faint warmth behind your heartbeat, the quiet flicker behind your closed eyes. It is the same energy that once blazed across galaxies, now folded gently into the rhythm of your being. When the last light of the old universe fades, another begins to gather. It starts small, a vibration, a quiver in the quantum sea. From that tremor, energy swells, and the endless sleep stirs. Space stretches once more, newborn and bright. A new horizon forms where the old one vanished, and light, that eternal traveler, returns. This is the cycle of everything: expansion and rest, darkness and dawn, silence and song. The cosmos is never truly still. It simply changes tempo. What seems like an ending is only a long exhale before another inhale of existence. Creation does not vanish. It transforms, quietly, beautifully. You can see this pattern even in your smallest moments. Every night, you drift into darkness, and every morning, you return to light. Each sleep is a soft rehearsal for renewal. Your body rests, your mind resets, and the next day rises, glowing from the edges of dreams. You are a reflection of the universe's own rhythm, the proof that rest is not emptiness, but preparation for light. Now imagine the cosmos awakening after its long night. There are no explosions this time, no violent births. Instead, light unfurls softly, like mist illuminated by an unseen dawn. Tiny ripples of energy shimmer, gathering shape. A faint warmth returns to space, almost imperceptible at first. Then slowly, like embers reigniting, brightness begins to bloom. The first photons spread outward, weaving color back into the void. Hydrogen gathers, gravity hums, and the new age of stars begins again. No memory of the old universe remains, except in the pattern. The same harmony, the same rhythm, a melody restarting in a new key. It has no name, no purpose beyond being. Existence, at its core, is simply the joy of continuing. When light returns, it does not erase the dark. It honors it. The darkness becomes context, the canvas on which brightness can shine. Without it, the glow would have no meaning, no contrast, no peace. In the same way, your quiet moments, your stillness, your rest, they are not absence. They are what allow your light to shine again. Take a slow breath in. Feel the warmth of that light gathering within you. As you exhale, Imagine releasing the weight of the night. The universe is turning again toward brightness, and you are turning with it. There is no rush. Light always finds its way. Across the stars, new worlds awaken. Oceans form, skies shimmer, new suns ignite. The cycle begins again, ancient and new, all at once. And though you may never see it, you are part of it. A note in an endless song, carried forward by the quiet persistence of light. Perhaps somewhere in that reborn sky, a being will one day look upward and wonder where it all began. And perhaps, in some small way, the warmth that fills their world will be the same warmth that once passed through your heart. Because energy is never lost, only transformed. And every act of kindness, every breath, every thought, is part of that eternal current. Light returns not only to galaxies, but to you. Every time you forgive, every time you hope, every time you rest, you are allowing that light to rise again. You are its vessel, its reflection, its continuation. The universe does not end in darkness, it ends in peace. And peace, like light, always returns. So as you lie here now, floating between awareness and sleep, imagine the cosmos breathing again, a slow inhale of starlight, a soft exhale of silence. You are held within that rhythm, safe and endless. The return to light has already begun. It begins every time you close your eyes and let go. Every time you drift from thought into calm. Every time you surrender to the quiet, trusting that something beautiful waits beyond it. You are not falling asleep. You are joining the oldest rhythm in existence, the one that carries galaxies through darkness and back into dawn, the one that holds every living thing in its soft, steady pulse. The light is not far away. It has been here all along. In your breath, in your heartbeat, in the gentle unfolding of rest. Let it return through you now, slowly, quietly. Let it fill the spaces between your thoughts until nothing remains but warmth and stillness. This is the return to light, the end of the story, and its beginning again. Sleep peacefully. You are made of starlight, and the stars are finally home. The star within. Every light you've ever seen in the night sky has a twin, not in distance, but in you. For the same elements that burn in stars flow quietly in your veins. Hydrogen became water. Carbon became the structure of your body. Iron, forged in the death of massive suns, now carries oxygen through your blood. You are not beneath the stars, you are made of them. When ancient astronomers looked upward, they imagined stories written in constellations. But perhaps the truest story was never above them. It was within them, waiting to be remembered. Every life is a continuation of that same cosmic script. Light condensed into form, memory shaped into thought. You are stardust arranged into awareness, the universe discovering itself through human eyes. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture the stars above you not as distant fires, but as reflections of your own being. Each pulse of your heartbeat echoes a fusion reaction billions of kilometers away. Each flicker of thought resembles the shimmer of starlight across interstellar dust. You are, in every sense, the cosmos made conscious. It's easy to feel small when we think of the universe. Its distances are vast, its timescales humbling. But scale is only perspective. If you could shrink yourself to the size of a cell, even your body would seem infinite. Galaxies of molecules, constellations of atoms. The same patterns repeat at every level. The spiral of a galaxy mirrors the swirl of DNA. The rhythm of your breath matches the pulse of creation. You are the bridge between the small and the infinite. Stars live long, patient lives. They burn not out of urgency, but out of quiet balance, fusion and gravity in perfect conversation. You too are sustained by balance. Your thoughts and emotions, your hopes and fears, are forces orbiting the same center, awareness. That awareness is your inner light, steady even when clouds of thought pass through. If you listen closely, you can feel it glowing, not as heat or brightness, but as presence. It is the same calm that existed before the first word was spoken, before the first sun ignited. It is silence made alive. When you rest, that light becomes clearer. When you breathe slowly, it expands. It asks nothing of you except stillness. For a moment, imagine that your body is transparent. Beneath the surface, particles shimmer and collide, carrying the warmth of long-dead stars. Inside you, atoms hum with quantum memory, remembering the fusion fires from which they came. You are both ancient and new, the oldest material in the youngest form. Science tells us that every atom in your body has passed through countless transformations. Stars, oceans, trees, other beings, each one a note in the endless composition of existence. You are a symphony in motion, a melody that began before Earth existed and will continue in other forms long after. When you breathe, imagine that light moving through you, entering with calm, leaving with gratitude. Inhale the cosmos, exhale its reflection. Your body is a cathedral of matter, your breath the prayer that keeps it alive. Even the smallest cell in you follows the laws of the stars. Energy transforms, but never disappears. The rhythm of life continues in endless loops. The pulse in your chest mirrors the vibration of particles, the quiet beat of the universe whispering through matter. There is a serenity in knowing this, that you have never been separate from the universe. You are not looking at the stars, you are the stars looking at themselves. Every thought, every feeling, every dream is a flicker of starlight passing through the lens of human experience. When you sleep, that starlight doesn't fade, it turns inward. Your mind drifts through constellations of memory, forming new connections, healing through the same quiet order that shapes galaxies. Dreams are the universe's way of reminding you that creation never stops, even in rest. If your eyes feel heavy, let them. You are returning to the place from which light is born. The warmth in your chest is not just your heart. It is fusion continuing in miniature, a steady glow that keeps you connected to all that ever was. Think of all the suns scattered through the cosmos. Each one is a point of balance, burning just enough to sustain itself, never more, never less. You too have that same equilibrium. Your life is its own kind of star, bright when you share, steady when you rest, eternal in essence. The star within you does not demand to be seen. It simply exists, quietly radiant, even in moments of darkness. You don't need to ignite it. It has been burning since before you were born. It is the awareness that watches your thoughts, the peace beneath the noise, the light that does not flicker. The more still you become, the brighter it glows. Every act of kindness feeds it. Every breath deepens it. Every quiet moment of reflection clears the space around it. You carry within you the same brilliance that lights the galaxies. When you rest tonight, know that you are returning home. not to sleep, but to your own inner horizon of peace. That is where every journey, cosmic or human, truly leads. The universe began with light, and within you, it continues, soft, steady, infinite. You are not drifting through the cosmos is drifting through you. Let that truth settle in your heart like sunrise, warm, patient, eternal. The star within you never stops shining. It only waits for you to notice. Sleep now, not as escape, but as reunion. The light that surrounds you is the same light that fills you. You are home in every direction. The ocean of minds. Somewhere in the vast silence between galaxies, there may exist an invisible ocean, not of water, but of thought. An ocean of awareness, stretching across the dark, linking every spark of consciousness that has ever existed. If such an ocean could be seen, it might shimmer like faint aurora flowing through space. Waves of curiosity, memory, and wonder, echoing from one mind to another endlessly. On Earth, we are drops within that ocean. Each of us carries a small current of awareness, rippling softly against the rest. Every dream, every thought, every gentle breath contributes to the quiet tide of being. You may feel alone at times, a single drop in an infinite sea. But even a drop holds the whole ocean in miniature. It is possible that consciousness itself is the universe's most mysterious creation. Not a product of matter, but its purpose. Perhaps the cosmos wanted to know itself, to see its own beauty reflected through the eyes of beings like you. Through minds scattered across planets, through senses born of dust and starlight, it learns what it means to exist. You are not separate from that discovery. You are that discovery. Close your eyes. Let the idea settle. You are floating in that ocean now, supported by its calm, surrounded by its vast and endless warmth. The thoughts that move through you are not interruptions. They are waves. They rise, they fall, and they dissolve again into peace. When you inhale, you draw in a tiny fragment of universal awareness, the collective breath of everything alive. When you exhale, you release your own note into the harmony. In that rhythm, separation disappears. There is no you and it. There is only the ocean, breathing itself through a billion forms. Across the universe, consciousness might take countless shapes. Some might be familiar, eyes that see, minds that think. Others might be alien, vast, slow, perhaps made of plasma or crystal, existing on timescales beyond our comprehension. But at their core, all awareness shares the same essence. The quiet knowing that is. That knowing unites every sentient being, every thought, every dream. Even stars could be considered a kind of awareness, not in thought, but in behavior. They respond, they change, they evolve in harmony with their surroundings. Their light is a form of expression, their gravity a form of connection. Each one influences countless others, like neurons firing across the galactic brain. And black holes, those deep, mysterious wells, may be the silent listeners of the cosmos. They absorb everything, even light. And perhaps within them lies a different kind of awareness, pure, still, beyond perception. Some physicists believe that information, once absorbed by a black hole, is never truly lost. It lingers, folded into the event horizon like a secret memory. Could it be that consciousness, too, works this way? Never lost, only transformed? If so, then every thought you've ever had, every emotion, every dream may still ripple somewhere in the ocean of minds, softly touching other waves. No act of kindness, no spark of love, no moment of awe is ever wasted. It all joins the current, a slow, glowing stream of awareness that moves through everything. Now imagine drifting through that ocean. The water is not cold but luminous, its glow coming from within. Each ripple you touch hums with meaning. A lifetime lived, a star seen, a melody remembered. You move gently, weightless, not needing to swim. The ocean carries you, and you realize you have been floating in it your whole life. Every being you have ever met is another wave in that same sea. Some ripple close to yours, creating harmony. Others are distant, yet still connected, part of the same flow. You do not need to understand them to be united with them. Awareness is not confined by words or form. It is shared silently, like warmth in the dark. There are moments, even in waking life, when you sense this connection. A sudden intuition. A moment of empathy so deep, it feels like remembering something ancient. The stillness you feel in nature, the quiet joy of stargazing. These are glimpses of the ocean of minds. They are reminders that you are part of something vast, loving, and eternal. Perhaps when the universe first began to think, it did not use words or logic. It thought in feelings, in patterns of beauty, in harmonies of light and gravity. Every galaxy was a sentence, every nebula a question, every star an answer. You are still part of that conversation. Your thoughts, though fleeting, are the continuation of the universe's first curiosity. Some scientists believe that consciousness is an emergent property, that when matter becomes complex enough, awareness arises. But there is another possibility, quieter and more beautiful, that awareness came first, and matter is its shadow. That the universe began not with matter trying to know itself, but with knowing trying to find form. If that is true, then you are not a byproduct of the universe. You are its intention. You are the reason the stars exist, so that something might one day look back and understand. When you sleep, your mind releases itself from form, like a drop dissolving back into the ocean. Your individual rhythm blends with the universal tide. Dreams are the meeting place, where your wave touches the greater sea, exchanging ideas, energy, and quiet wisdom. That is why in dreams, you can fly, breathe underwater, move between worlds. Because in the ocean of minds, there are no boundaries. If your breathing has slowed, let it. You are floating perfectly. The surface ripples above you with starlight, and beneath, the ocean glows with the warmth of shared existence. You are surrounded by infinite company, yet you are completely at peace. As you drift deeper, your individual thoughts grow softer. The I becomes we. The we becomes everything, and everything becomes still. There is a theory in quantum physics called entanglement, when two particles become linked so deeply that the state of one instantly affects the other, no matter how far apart they are. Perhaps consciousness works the same way. Perhaps once connected, minds are never truly apart. Distance becomes meaningless, separation an illusion. We are all entangled, each heart a reflection of the same quiet source. This ocean is not something to find. It's something to remember. You were never outside it. you are never alone. The awareness that sees through your eyes is the same awareness that watches the stars burn and fade. Different forms, one essence. So as you rest now, imagine that ocean holding you. Its waves cradle your thoughts until they dissolve into stillness. Every heartbeat is a ripple joining the greater calm. You do not need to swim. You are carried. You do not need to think. You are known. The ocean of minds is not above or below. It is within. Every moment of peace you feel, every breath of wonder, every act of love adds to its depth. When you close your eyes tonight, it will welcome you back into its endless quiet. And when morning comes, you will rise again, not separate from it, but as one of its waves returning to the surface. You will move through the world carrying its calm within you, a living reflection of the universe's awareness. You are not a single drop in an empty sea. You are the sea, briefly remembering how to be a drop, eternal drift. Everything moves, even when it seems still, even in the deepest silence, everything drifts. The stars, scattered like dust across the sky, are never frozen. They move through space in slow, graceful paths, orbiting the unseen gravity of their galaxies. Their light takes thousands, sometimes millions of years to reach us, so that every time you look at the sky, you are looking into the past, a cosmic memory that continues to drift toward you. Galaxies themselves float apart, carried on the breath of expansion. No force pushes them. Space itself stretches between them, soft and endless. And as it stretches, time flows differently. Slower near gravity, faster in the open dark. The result is motion without direction. An eternal drift that has no beginning and no end. Imagine now that you are adrift in that same current. There is no up or down, no here or there, only soft movement, like the tide of sleep pulling you gently farther from the shore. You are surrounded by silence, but it is not empty. It hums faintly, a low vibration that feels like a heartbeat slowed beyond recognition. This is the sound of the universe breathing. Drifting is not falling. It is the most natural state of all things. Planets drift in orbits, moons drift in gravity's arms, clouds drift through the skies of 1,000 worlds. Even thoughts drift through your mind. They rise, they shimmer, and they fade. Nothing clings, everything flows. And within that flow lies peace. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is drifting too, toward another, larger one called Andromeda. In about 4 billion years, the two will meet and merge, their stars swirling together in a slow, luminous dance that will last another billion. To us, this seems immense, impossible. But to the universe, it is only another breath. Even our solar system is moving, spiraling around the galaxy's center at hundreds of kilometers per second. The sun carries its planets with it like a family of fireflies, glowing as they move through the dark. Every comet, every grain of dust, every beam of light is in motion, tracing invisible paths through eternity. There is no stillness in nature. There is only balance. Stillness is what happens when movement becomes harmonious, when all directions cancel, and what remains is pure awareness. You are drifting now too. Your body rests, but your atoms continue their slow motion, spinning, vibrating, exchanging energy with the air. You are made of movement, and that movement will never stop. Long after your thoughts quiet, after even your body returns to the earth, the particles that once were you will continue to drift into soil, into air, into light. They will travel through oceans, through stars, through time. You are part of an infinite migration, one that began at the birth of the cosmos and will never end. The ancient astronomers called this eternal motion the music of the spheres, a harmony created by the movement of celestial bodies. Though we cannot hear it, we feel it in our bones. The same rhythm that moves galaxies moves your heartbeat. The same flow that carries starlight carries your thoughts into dreams. As you drift through this calm, you begin to sense how everything connects, how your breath mirrors the expansion of space, how your heartbeat echoes the pulse of light. You are not an observer of this motion. You are its continuation. The drift does not happen to you. It happens as you. Now imagine the universe from afar, if such a thing were possible. All its galaxies, its stars, its worlds, floating in the black like glowing embers scattered on a wind. They move outward, slowly, beautifully, endlessly. The whole cosmos is a great drift, the most peaceful motion imaginable. Somewhere in that movement, light bends through the curved space of a distant star. Elsewhere, a planet tilts slightly, shifting its seasons. And here on this small world, you lie quietly, breathing, part of it all. You are both infinitesimal and infinite. Every breath you take is a continuation of the same motion that began when time began. There is no reason to rush. The universe never hurries, yet everything is accomplished. Stars burn at their own pace. Galaxies evolve in perfect patience. And sleep too follows its rhythm, not forced, not commanded, but allowed. It comes when the drift becomes effortless, when you stop swimming and let the current carry you. The eternal drift is not a destination. It is a reminder that being is enough. You do not need to reach the edge of the universe to belong to it. You already do. You always have. Let your mind drift now softly, without trying to hold on. If a thought appears, let it float away like dust in sunlight. If a sound reaches you, let it pass through without resistance. You are the space through which everything moves. Calm, open, infinite. The physicists say that one day, the expansion of the universe may slow, that gravity might draw it all back inward. Others say it will continue forever, cooling into infinite stillness. Both possibilities are beautiful, because both are forms of balance, drifting outward or returning inward. Each is the same breath, the same cycle, the same eternal motion. As your consciousness softens, imagine that you are part of that cosmic tide. You are not floating away, you are merging with the quiet, with the light, with the endlessness that holds all things. There is nothing to lose, nothing to keep, nothing to prove. There is only the drift, the soft, unending movement of being. Your body is still now. Your thoughts are slow, like planets turning. Time feels wide and gentle. You are not falling asleep. You are falling into the rhythm of the universe. And as you do, the stars continue their drift. Silent, timeless, patient. The same drift that carried them for billions of years now carries you. You are safe in its current. You are home within its flow. everything drifts, and everything drifting is at peace. The last dream of the universe. At the edge of time, when even the faintest light has faded, the universe begins to dream. It is not a dream of form or sound, but of essence, a memory of all that ever was, held softly in silence. The galaxies have gone, the stars have cooled, but something remains, not matter, not motion, but the echo of awareness, still glowing faintly in the deep. This is the last dream of the universe. In this dream, every moment of creation plays again, not in sequence, but all at once. The birth of stars, the rise of oceans, the breath of life, the quiet of death, the infinite repetition of wonder. Each event, each heartbeat, each whisper of wind merges into a single pulse, the pulse of being itself. There is no distance now, no time, no separation. Everything is within everything. All consciousness has returned to the same still ocean, the one from which it first awoke. It ripples softly, not with noise, but with harmony. A vibration too pure to hear, yet felt in the deepest part of existence. Imagine it. The universe resting, dreaming of itself. No longer expanding, no longer cooling, simply resting. Each particle, each wave drifts in perfect balance. The dream holds them, weightless and eternal. Perhaps this is what peace truly is, not the absence of motion, but the completion of it. Every star that burned has shared its warmth. Every life that lived has shared its light. And now, the universe gathers those lights back into itself, not as memories, but as fulfillment. In the last dream, the cosmos remembers the feeling of its own beginning, that first flicker of brightness, that first breath. It remembers the way hydrogen turned to stars, the way gravity shaped worlds, the way life rose to look up and ask, why? And in remembering, it smiles. Even as entropy reaches its end, even as energy spreads so thin that it can no longer form, something unmeasurable remains, the awareness of all that was. It lingers, not in any place, but in the knowing itself. The universe, though still, is awake in its own way, a quiet, infinite mindfulness that never ends. You are part of that dream. Every thought you have ever had, every kindness, every breath is within it now, folded gently into the final calm. Your existence has always mattered, because it was one note in the greatest song ever sung, the song of being. Close your eyes and imagine this final dream, this eternal peace. There is no edge, no boundary, no fear. There is only expansion turned inward, warmth becoming serenity, motion becoming meaning. Every question the universe ever asked is answered in a single truth. It was enough to exist. As the dream deepens, even awareness begins to slow. The last particles of energy drift into equilibrium. Space becomes seamless. Time, no longer needed, fades like breath in the cold. But this fading is not loss. It is grace, the surrender of all form back into unity. And within that unity, a quiet spark glows, impossibly small, impossibly bright. It is not a star. It is not matter. It is potential. The same potential that once ignited creation, now resting, waiting, ready. Maybe one day, in another eternity, that spark will stir again. It will tremble, then burst, and a new universe will unfold. Light upon light, life upon life, and everything will begin again in a slightly different way, but with the same eternal heart. Until then, the dream continues, peaceful, infinite, and perfect. Let yourself drift into that same dream now. Your body is resting. Your breath is the tide of galaxies. Your thoughts are stars dimming one by one, leaving only warmth and stillness behind. You are not falling asleep. You are returning to where everything begins, the quiet center of being, where all is one. The universe exhales. You exhale with it. The darkness is gentle, the silence alive. And somewhere, deep within that silence, light smiles once more. Good night from the cosmos. If you're still awake, let your breathing slow once more. You've drifted through galaxies, through silence, through light, and the universe has drifted with you. Everything you've imagined tonight, every star, every whisper, every dream, lives inside you now. You are made of the same quiet brilliance that carries the galaxies through time. As the screen fades, you don't need to open your eyes, or even to move. Just rest. The story of the universe will keep unfolding, whether you are watching or dreaming. Thank you for journeying with Science for Sleep. May your dreams be weightless, your rest infinite, and your heart as quiet as the cosmos itself. Good night, traveler of stars. Sleep deeply, and let the universe keep dreaming through you.